Hello, I'm Steve, and thank you for coming to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for ideal patio comfort. Check out our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful, as it helps others find our channel. Now let's get heating. Alright, so here we have this residential application. We have two different seating areas here. I'm going to call this a little deck underneath the deck area here, and then a little playground area here. And let's go ahead and go right into the dimensions. So I had some very simple dimensions, and you can see here I have a height here of about 9 feet 8 to the bottom edge. I have a 15-foot length here, and then a 10-foot 4 length here, and I think that's about it. On this side here we have a 9'8" height I have out here. I didn't actually get the elevation on this side here, so that's kind of a guesswork there. And then I have a 16-foot distance out, and I think this is 14 feet. I have it underneath here for some reason, but anyways, I think this is 14 feet wide here. And anyway, let's just keep on going. All right, so there's going to be basically two different real options here. I'm going to turn that off. So one option would be a gas heater. So the customer did have in the plan, they showed a gas line sitting right around here somewhere. And by the way, they do have some speakers and some recessed lighting up here. And so I'm going to go with that being the one option. Sunpak would be the option that you could place here. This would be an S25. Now I have it pointed straight to the ground because of the fact that with an S25 you need a minimum of 9 inches of clearance. And let me just verify that that is actually 9 inches here. I may have gone 14 for some reason, but let me just check this real quick. I'll go here, here, and yeah, we need to move that up slightly. So let me just do this real quick. You can see the brackets here, they're going to be changed a little bit, so but I'm not going to go through the whole process just for time's sake. So that should be 9 inches of clearance on S25. All right. And you can see it's a little bit off there, but it should be 9 inches of clearance. In any case, you can see on S25 you'll get a partial coverage of the seating area here. The footprint is going to be roughly 10 foot wide by about 12 foot, 11.5 feet this way. And so that would give you a good coverage for most of the seating here. However, it's not going to give you a complete coverage. Now, if I angled the heater, then I'm required to increase the clearance by 4 inches, and that's why I select not to angle the unit itself. I'd rather have it just like this, pointed straight to the ground, so it's less intrusive. You know, when you're looking out here, let's just say I'm going to turn the ray off because the ray is not really visible, but you can see it's a little bit less intrusive that way, and that's what I try to avoid is intrusiveness. And anyways, that would be one of the units. The other one here I have is an S34. I have it mounted up on this edge here, which is about, you know, roughly 10 feet off the ground. And I'm using the full length of the bracket on this one so I can get the throw out as far as possible, because that's what I really need. And with the ray itself, you can see here I'm getting a partial coverage of this whole space here. There could be some more seating over here, and the only ones that are going to really appreciate that warmth of the heater itself would be, you know, anyone sitting right around this area here. Another option would be to also include a sun glow heater out here. We do have this underground vault box that would physically be underground, and you can mount the heater inside this vault and then remove this heater as you see fit based on the seasons. You can see there's a little hole here for the gas line to come up, and then there's a quick connect line, gas line inside the vault box itself, and that might be something they would consider. So we'll leave that at that. But here you can see we have a better coverage over here than with that unit like this. All right, so let's go ahead and turn those off right now, and then we'll look at the electric option over here, would be having 2 of the 5,000 watt dual element C models or W models. So this would be a CD 5024 in this example. And I have this at about 12 inches here. And then I think I have it at 8 feet center to center here. Trying to keep it centralized within, you know, the 2 areas here where we have the lighting and speakers centered in there. And let's go ahead and look at the footprint of, whoops, sorry about that, the footprint of heat with 2 units here. Now you can see we have a much better coverage with something like this. Now if we only place the 1 unit here, I'm just going to subtract this for a second. Then you can see that we're in the same category as we were before. We're only getting a partial coverage here, but the nice thing is that the bottom edge is just about 8.5 inches off the top of the ceiling, so that's a little bit less obtrusive in comparison to the Sunpak heater. So you can see the Sunpak heater, and you can see I can actually move this one a little bit further in just so we can get the ray in further. But there's just a comparison for you. All right, let's look over here, and over here I have the CD 6024, and so 6,000 watt 240 volts, and I have it at from out straight 30 degrees down. If you wanted to angle this further down, which I would recommend, you're going to need to go with the extended brackets. So there's an extended bracket that'll give you 6 more inches, and then you can bring the heater down to, say, maybe 60 degrees down as opposed to 30 that you have here. And even with the 30, we're not really getting that good of a coverage. So you really need to get that extra length bracket. So let's just go ahead and see what that looks like. I'm going to, first of all, move this out an additional 6 inches. And let's go here. Oops. Try 6. And then I'm going to go ahead and move it 30 more degrees. Let's see if it'll give me that here. And let's go right over here and pop that at 30 more degrees. Okay, and there we go with the there we go. So you can see here you're getting kind of the same kind of footprint as you would with the Sunpak, but you got to bring this heater out a little bit further so that we are not intruding in the clearances around the unit itself. So all right, and I think that's about it. You could still use the Sunglow in in a model like this, or to augment the amount of heat that you would like out here. And there you go. All right, well, if you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, please send your information. We'd like to see some floor plans, elevations, pictures, whatever it is that you might have with some dimensions on it. Send that to designs@patioheat.com, and I appreciate that very much. And again, if you could hit that like button, it really helps us out. Thank you and have a great day.